Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing another In The Style video. So we're going to be doing In The Style of Hume, which is the artist who did the remix of Goosebumps. So we're going to dive straight into FL Studio and see what we can come up with. The first thing I'm going to do here is grab a vocal from Splice, a rap kind of vocal that's just pitched down. It's got that low formant kind of sound to it, and I've just chucked some reverb on it.
Sipping on my lean, syrup on that syrup, how you mean?
This is obviously quite a cheesy sounding vocal, so you can just get a vocalist to record them and then just pitch the formants down and then chuck a reverb on there. And I've grabbed another variation of this vocal as well, just to change it up a bit on the chorus. That sounds like this.
Sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team.
I'm going to now create a reese bass for this just to kind of build out the verses a bit. So the first thing I've done is just grabbed a Serum sample from Car Music Volume 2, which you can grab in the links below. This preset here called Craig Reese, which just sounds like this. And it's playing these basic notes. I'm also going to layer in this bass here, which is called Crunchy Reese, which is exactly what we're looking for. So it's got a bit more grit to it, which will just add some nice textures to what we've already got. And then finally for this reese bass, I'm going to add another one called Reese's Pieces, which again does what it says on the tin. And this sound's got some nice distortion on it, which is doing some down sampling, and that gives you that mid-top range that you're sort of missing on these reeses. And then all together with the vocal.
Sipping on my lean, syrup on that syrup, how you mean? I said I'm sipping on.
It's kind of minimal, but it does actually do the job. So the next thing I'm doing here is adding some claps, kind of like the Hume one again. He's got these drop claps, which are typically from a Kashmir sample pack, which is what I've used here. And they're just doing this simple. I also picked out another clap which I liked for the drop, which is from Car Music Volume 3. And I've got a reverse crash here, which is just transitioning nicely into the isolated vocal. So now we're moving on to the key part of this song, which is the drop bass, and I've just created a really simple bass line for it. So I've thrown on some reverb on the bass because I noticed in the Goosebumps remix there's quite a bit of reverb, and I've cut everything below 600 Hz so it doesn't affect the low end, it doesn't eat up the headroom. And I've also thrown on a mid-side EQ, and we're just boosting the sides a little bit here, everything above 2.5K, and then we're also boosting a little bit on the mono low end. The next layer is another Serum preset from Piano House Volume 1, which you can also get on preset.biz. We'll be linking that below as well. And it's got a bit of reverb that I've just added inside the plugin. I've also layered this classic slap house bass, which is from Car Music Volume 2. It's called Crisp and Slappy, and it just does this. So the final bass I've added is called 3 AM. It's from the Piano House pack again, and it sounds like this. I've also layered a kick sample in here just to kind of give it a bit more click. So altogether the bass sounds like this. Sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean and I'm. So of course the key thing missing here is a kick. So I've just added in a kick from Car Music Volume 2. This kick here, and this is what it sounds like altogether. Sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. I said I'm sipping on my lean and. This is another really cool sample you can grab from Car Music 2. This bass slide sample here. And it's just great for doing transitions, and I've thrown it in a couple of times in here just to tail into the bass a little bit. I'm also going to throw in this really short noise stab just to chuck in at the start of the drops. It really helps to just give an instant boost of energy right at the start of your drops. Another element I noticed from the Goosebumps remix is a feel like this. And then finally I've thrown in two percussions which are just there to be ambient hits, and they sound like this. And they're drenched in reverb, and these percussions are really nice just to add production quality to your tracks. So let's now go and listen to the whole track all together and see what it sounds like. Sipping on my lean, syrup on that syrup, how you mean? I said I'm sipping on that lean, came through with my team, sipping on that lean.
came through with a dream. Sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. I said I'm sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. I said I'm sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. I said I'm sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. I said
So that's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down below what you think of this one. With a proper vocal it would sound really cool, but obviously this is just a cheesy splice vocal. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss out anymore, and we'll see you in the next one.